Okay, so we're going to find the volume of the solid generated by revolving the region bounded by y, which equals 2 minus 1/2 x. So just a line with an intercept of 2 and a slope of negative 1/2. On an x, which equals 2. That's x, which equals 1. X, which equals 2. And then we have that line right there with that slope. Right. Now, on these problems, I'm not going to state that you need to use a disk or a shell method. Okay? So whether you're using a disk or shell method, you makes sense. Okay? The shell method on this problem, the heights of my shells would be coming directly out of the axis, and would it be expanding in this direction, you'd have this whole volume here that you'd have to subtract. You'd have to do an integral for this portion of it. You'd have to do another integral for that portion of it. It's just going to turn into a mess. Okay. But if I'm considering this revolved about the x-axis using the disk method, and I consider disks that are being added up along these lines in the direction of x, this the radius of these disks fall directly within the area of revolution. So this disk method is a lot better on this one. Okay, so we have to consider we're pushing in the x direction, and so the volume associated with this one will be the integral from 1 to 2 of pi. Now this becomes 2 minus 1/2 x squared, and this becomes an integral with respect to x. Okay. We need to do a little simplification before we evaluate this integral. And so this is going to be the integral from 1 to 2. Write it like this. Say pi. And so we got to square this thing. So 2 squared is 4. And now 2 times negative 1/2 x would just be negative x, but that appears twice. So right? And now we can go ahead and integrate this thing. So that would become, okay, so let's write it like this. Pi times 4x and minus pi multiplied by x squared, and then plus pi, and this would become x cubed divided by 12, evaluated at 1 and at 2. Okay, so write it like this. Pi times 4 And honestly, I would leave the answer like that. There's nothing wrong with writing the answer like that.